There. Yeah.
Michigan today. They got.
Gets up to about 25-yard line, tackled by number 23, Koran Manchelenko.
Welcome to Saultsports.com. Join you in progress here. We're having a little technical difficulties. We join with 4:17 to go in the first quarter. White Pines has the ball, 4th and 10. I'm Scott McPherson. I'm joined here by Coach Bazois, and we are excited to bring you this action. We're hoping to get the cameras up and ready and rolling, but we'll join you live audio only for now. And White Pines kicking, punting deep. 20 for KORAH. Hit the deck about the 50.
Takes a beautiful little White Pines bounce. KORAH has trouble corralling it.
Welcome, Coach.
After a slow start here, Turner Dickinson, who's wise just to fall on it.
Can you help us, our viewers, understand what's going on so far? 10 months?
Yeah, sure, Scotty. Essentially, folks, we're down. We're having a little bit of a camera issue here. So, essentially, White Pines had the ball, and they ended up making a little bit of progress. Turned the ball over on downs. KORAH got the ball, and they were able to punch it in for a touchdown. White Pines has just finished their series. They had to punt it away, and now KORAH has the ball at midfield on the 50-yard line, and we're about to take snaps with KORAH up 7-0 with 3:55 to go in the first quarter.
All right, so number 4 hands off to Melchiori. Melchiori around the corner and looks to look back in at the
Melchiori tries to spin out of one. He ends up being tackled by number 32. J.D. Boyer. We do have a flag on the play.
Flag is thrown. Looks like a pretty good tackle to meet, Coach, or is there another infraction?
I think this excessive throw to the ground there. I don't know. I've seen numerous tackles like that throughout the year, but I think that they're going to try and bring them down on a potential intent to injure, slamming them to the ground. They're not going to let them away with that. You know, if you want to tackle somebody hard and take them to the ground, but doing the swing, flip, and throw on the ground, it's a little bit of a problem. So
that'll back them up.
Little hip toss.
That'll be first
back 15 yards on the infraction, and they'll start at the 30. So a good start for the KORAH Colts. Two drives for White Pines have stalled out. KORAH Colts look to be marching the ball again nicely inside the White Pines end zone. All right, number 4 rolls out. He's got a ball. He's got a receiver down deep, and he's got number 11 in the touchdown zone. Number 11, another flag here on the play.
Murdoch was downfield. He finds number 11, Devin Grisdale.
He's in for the touchdown.
For the touchdown.
Yep. So it looks like we're going to find out what the call is here. And
we do have a flag on the play.
Look to be after the flag.
Flag is picked up. Touchdown, KORAH Colts.
Probably going to be declined, Scotty. I think that's when the infraction was because they made the touchdown, so it must have been on White Pines again.
Yep.
For the folks playing from home, it looks like KORAH's got about 55, 60 kids on the sidelines, and White Pines is down to about the limit because of unfortunate for some one gentleman away to play hockey as coach didn't want him playing, and one is working through some couple other issues, and they're going to couple guys short, so it's going to be an extremely tough game for them. We're going to have a lot of kids going both ways, and lots of playing time at least, Scotty?
Absolutely. Looks like they've dug themselves a little bit of a hole, and hopefully they'll have to claw back starting right about now, because it seems like every time that the KORAH Colts touches the ball, they manage to scamper the distance, and that was a nice ball thrown by number 4, Zane Murdoch. So.
Terrific ball, nice pattern on the receivers, and Coach Bernabucci is obviously going to be happy with that start. Off to a 14-0 lead, and they put their time in and they work hard. So they're just seeing the results right now, and White Pines is not going to let them get away with it. Though they're going to work as hard as they can and get out and try and make a few stops and get some scores themselves.
Yeah, beautiful day for football. A little rain earlier today, but it's actually warmed up a little bit. We get the lights on here, but that's for the senior game coming up at 7:30. But so far, we've had a great game here. It looks to be dry. The field looks in pretty good conditions with the turf field. And the Colts will be kicking to White Pines, and hopefully White Pines can get off to a good start here to just set up their third drive of the afternoon. 3:31 to go, 14-0 for the Colts.
Yeah, you know what? I got up this morning bright and early around 6:30 there, and it was raining cats and dogs. I thought we were going to get it the entire day, but hopefully the rain will hold off for the balance of the evening. We have the senior game coming up at 7:30, and we should be entertained with a good night of football.
As always.
A little bit of a delay here. KORAH taking their time on the kickoff, so maybe some shenanigans coming here early. Try and get up another score and keep the teams rolling.
We have seen a lot of this onside kick in both the junior and senior divisions, especially in the juniors, and
Hassan
may see that again. But I would hope that, or I would expect the Colts try to kick deep here and make them drive the distance of the field. And back for the catch that is Jacob Day. He's got a nice run back going, looking to get outside, heads back in. He's got a little bit of a lane, but he's tackled heavily by Gavin Avery, who's we called a couple times already this afternoon.
You know what? They made a little pinball wizard going down there, running it back. Jacob Day, terrific little run back, and then surrounded by the KORAH Colts squad.
Sure plays a mean pinball. So the
first and 10
White Pines Wolverines take the ball at their 30, so long way to go to get points on the board, but it's got to start here, and it's got to start soon as they've dug themselves a little bit of a hole, like I mentioned, 14-0, 3:23 to go in the first quarter.
It'll be interesting to see what they can come up with here. I know talking to Coach Bujold this week, they're going to try a couple of little things that maybe get them some points on the board. So,
and as has worked in weeks past,
Beauville again
hand off inside, DJ Pine, Beauville with the tackle on defense.
Pine gets a couple
of
hard yards,
those tackles, running hard yards, and picked up about 3 on that play. But obviously, we need a few more yards from the green side.
Yeah, you know what? You can always see DJ Pine. He always runs hard, and 100% effort all the time out there. So, shout out to Grandpa Willard and down in Garden River. I'm sure he's out trying to listen in, and he was getting ready to watch. Unless he's here in the car, he likes to come down and have a look too. So,
yeah, and a beautiful night for football, like I said. As his Pine takes the ball again, runs off tackle to the left, and picks up another 2-3 yards, bringing up 3rd and 4. So maybe
Pine again with a couple of good hard yards. He's met by Aiden Wanch of the Colts.
Wanch with the
that sets up 3rd and
Colts.
Just under 5.
3rd and 4.5, we'll call it, for moving the sticks.
Yeah, you know what? I think White Pines is approaching this. They're calling a huddle every time. The more they have the ball, the less time that KORAH has it. So it's pretty smart coaching on their part to delay it and, take the full time that they're allotted so you can get the snap off so there's no delays and see if they can move the ball.
Strawbridge gets the snap. He's looking across the middle. A beautiful ball to number 4. Day with the catch out to the 50.
That, you know what? We've been talking about Marquise all along. And, you know, he's planting and throwing the ball with some authority. And, you know, terrific grab there by Jacob Day.
Phillips, number 57.
He's been one of the go-to receivers the whole year. Nice kid, and nice to see him flourishing here.
Yeah. And we mentioned in weeks past about Strawbridge and how I'd like to see him throw the ball more, and he delivered the ball nicely. A couple overthrows early, but that one was right on the money today, and brings up the first down. They're marching, and it looks pretty promising for them. Pine gets the ball inside. Stopped quickly, though.
You know, some pretty stout run defense there from the KORAH Colts. Coach Nisbet's, I know, guaranteed. You know, I coach with those boys over there, and they're going to have that interior line ready to go. And Coach Elliott's the line coach, and I'm sure he'll have all those kids queuing on certain plays. So
perfect. I think Grayson Avery leading charge there for the Colts. Seeing a few guys on this Colts side that we haven't heard much from all year, but stepping up
for another 3 yards.
Playoffs, it just shows the progress that they're making, and Grayson Avery no different. Haven't heard much of him this year.
Yeah, we couldn't come back. Yeah, I don't even bring that up in my football pool. I can't even do it.
We're a little bit of a disappointment for them there. They were starting to move the ball down the field. So
yeah, they did work pretty efficiently getting it down there inside the Colts zone, and now Colts will take over, and there's Melchiori to the right side breaking tackles, and he's loose, and if he gets loose he could go the distance. Cuts back inside where Day brings him down.
Melchiori with some good yardage, cuts back against the grain, and he's hit by Jacob Day.
Easily a gain of 25 yards
out to the 40 yards in the first down.
Yard line, so inside White Pines territory. So
yeah, another terrific run by Melchiori, and nice tackle by Jacob Day for sure.
A lot of these running backs, you got to stop them in the backfield and gang tackle, because once he gets loose and breaks the tackler too, he's.
Oh yeah, with that kind of speed, you know, once they get out to the flats, it makes it extremely difficult for them to bring him down, right? So the focus on defense should be to kind of pinch them in and keep them contained. And that's the only thing you can do with kids that have that much speed, right?
Yeah. So that'll be the last play of the first quarter as Manchelenko gets it and he breaks loose. And a couple guys to beat, but
Manchelenko down about the
16-yard line. So nice run by Manchelenko. So.
That would be Hassan.
Terrific execution of the offense from KORAH there, but I got to tell you, Scotty, I'm pretty impressed on the tackling ability of the White Pines team so far tonight. They've really stepped up the game, and they're treating it's a playoff game, and winner go home, and nice to see them out there wrapping up, and just the stuff that they've been consistently being preached on the whole year, and now they're executing it. So
yeah, and we'll flip sides here at the end of the quarter. The score remains 14-0. KORAH Colts leading the White Pines Wolverines. For those of you that are just joining us on Saultsports.com and True House Radio, we're glad to mention that we're back on air with the video feed. And as we mentioned, a few technical difficulties in the booth here, but looks like we're up and running. Hopefully you can hear us and are watching us again on Saultsports.com. We thank you for your support of Sault Ste. Marie High School football. Glad you join us. We're here from the Fott Fieldhouse at Superior Heights, of course, the home of high school football. And we've got a great matchup here with the White Pines Wolverines and the KORAH Colts. Don't forget to join us for the senior game featuring the St. Mary's Knights versus the White Pines in the senior division. As 4 hands off to Melchiori. Melchiori's got a lane to the corner. Nice job by 18 Hassan to push him out. I think he's out about the 3.
Touchdown, KORAH.
And contrary.
Oh, there's some controversy there. I'd really like to see a replay on that, because it sure looked like his foot went out. But obviously referee Corelli is right on the spot down there, and we're way up here in the booth. But it sure he didn't get there. But
and it looked like he was signaled out at about the 3. But Corelli waves the hands and indicates touchdown, so that'll stretch the lead to 20-0. number 4, Zane Murdoch, to hold with Cochmelio in for the extra point here. So a nice march, and like I say, KORAH Colts are early season favorites to go deep in the playoffs, and they're showing why right now. They're having relative ease marching the ball, and they're doing a nice job putting up those numbers.
You know what? They're well coached over there. They got, I think we counted tonight, a dozen coaches over there. So when you get that many coaches are able to focus in on, all the skill positions, and obviously Coach Bernabucci's been doing this a long time. Talented coach, knows all the players in and out, and what their strong suits are, and he's making a difference over there. Obviously, the program's been going really well since Tom Anna joined that group over there, and they're making a difference. But, in turn, they got 60 kids to play with over there. It makes it a little bit more of an advantage. So they got all their main athletes on the field. And, when you get some elite athletes, it's, all on one side, it makes it a little bit harder for the opposing team. So.
And a program like that, just had so much success, they live and breathe football, and the academics almost gets to be not the main priority while you're going to school. And you can understand that being a former athlete, football is what you live and breathe, and that's what you want to do. You think about it, you sleep about it, you dream about it. So these guys living out their dream and getting a few marks on the side.
Yeah, for sure, Scott. It's nice to see all these kids out here participating, and when they're out here watching, and we got a good crowd on hand again this evening, and the kids watching. So when they're over here watching, they're not getting in trouble somewhere where maybe they shouldn't be.
Exactly. And Cochmelio back for the Colts. He's going to kick it off. We've got 2 receivers deep. I believe Hassan is 1. And
probably Jacob Day, I would imagine.
Picks up that one, and he's returning. He's loose, and he's free, and he could get away. Nice.
Beautiful kick by A.J. Cochmelio. Fielded by Jacob Day, and he gets clear out to the 40-yard excellent run.
Well, Cochmelio there with a tremendous leg. He's pounding that ball deep, but terrific run back by Jacob Day, making a bunch of moves inside there and breaking free. It looks like they're going to start with the ball on their own 40. So great field position for them to start with. However, they are down 21-0, and they need to definitely score before the half in order to keep this tight.
Yeah, and you know what, we mentioned how well the Wolverines have been playing. And
47, Logan Lizen with the tackle.
Moving the ball, and doing their thing. And, they just seem to sputter at the wrong times, throwing incomplete or interception there to change hands, and KORAH has been able to capitalize. So Strawbridge gets the shotgun. Hassan, no, not Hassan. 19.
Yeah, it is Hassan.
Yeah. 19 is Hassan. He's out trying the end around, but on the toss.
Hassan with the carry gets tackled for a loss.
Nice contain.
Menchelenko again on the contain. And
Boville with the tackle.
He's a little slow to get up there, but long way to run.
Tough customer, though. He'll be back in it. Boville also in on the stop, so White Pine or KORAH looking good on defense as well. So
White Pine's definitely trying to get to the corner there, and KORAH just shutting that down. So obviously, I think Coach Bujold's got a few more plays in his book that he might have to challenge the KORAH defense to. So,
and when you're down 21-0, you open that playbook up and you go something that maybe hasn't worked or hasn't been tried yet, because some of these end arounds aren't exactly getting there. Good job done here. Nice gang tackling in the back. Wade and Wanch, number 31. Cam Williamson, among others, in the backfield. Another loss on the play, and that'll bring up third down.
Number 8, Aiden Wanch.
It should be third down.
With tackle sets up 3rd and 13.
3rd and 13 after a loss of 1.
Hats off to KORAH's defensive line there. They're really controlling the line of scrimmage tonight so far, and it's making the difference in the game. It sure makes it easier when your backers can get out to the flats and cover the holes and make a difference.
Yeah, a nice job. Evan Beauville, Bodie Belair, Grayson Avery among those on the defensive line. There's the ball out to the flats.
Nice pass to Jacob Day. He gets over past the 50.
Complete to Jacob Day.
2, Max Fuseli.
Well, you know what? Jacob Day's having a great start to this game. That's 2 really long completions, and, great hands on him, and he was able to get the first down there.
That was a nice route, a nice ball delivered by Strawbridge. So I'd like to see a little more of that. Obviously, when your run game isn't
for the
first
making
down
for White Pines, first and 10
somewhere else.
From their own 51-yard line.
I like that crossing pattern across the middle to Day, and that one out to the flats was a nice completion. So maybe we'll be able to mix it up. As much as it rained, it is a dry day, so the conditions are ideal for your passing game. As Pine takes it up the middle.
Pine with a beautiful
midfield at
cutback.
55.
Gets up the middle for about 5-6 yards.
Good hard run there for 5 yards. You know, it's a nice blend over here, and I think if you're White Pines, you got to get rid of the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick, because KORAH's line is overpowering them a little bit, and if they were able to get it out of his hands, and you limit your risk in the backfield. So,
and that brings up a 2nd and 6 here after the gain on the run by Pine. Strawbridge in the shotgun, gives it to Pine again, goes back to the well, and that's stopped by 95 or 85 Grayson Avery. So a nice stop on the play, made a gain of 2, but it'll bring up a 3rd and 3 or 4.
Pine again with the carry, gets a couple of yards.
So, yeah, it looks like about 2.5, Scott. I think you're right on the nose there.
Gabe Phillips with the tackle.
Gabe Phillips credit on the tackle for the Colts, and little bend but don't break is the Colts motto here on this one, but I'd imagine 3rd and short, they're going to try to run that ball and look for that big defensive front for the Colts to be blasting through, maybe with the blitz play. He's going to roll out. Strawbridge rolls out. He's looking for a guy. He's got him. Ball is tipped, and nice job by Pine to try and catch that ball. 28, Kinnunen knocking it to the ground. And
yeah, great coverage there. He was right all over top of him, and you know what?
Ball's incomplete. Sets up.
Pine almost came down with that. Just a little bit. It got tipped there at the line, and Marquise wasn't able to utilize that big height that he has in getting the ball. So,
I'd like to see the coaches roll him out to the right where he can throw on the run instead of throwing cross body there. It's a tough throw for a seasoned quarterback, let alone a junior quarterback. It's a tough ball to get down and turn the hips and deliver the ball accurately. So, plus it was tipped, so no fault to Pine there, but 4th and short, and looks like they're going to stop him. That might be a turnover on downs.
Looks like they get the ball to about the 50, but it's going to be short.
Abe Watch again on the stop. Avery again on the stop.
Turnover on downs. It'll be 1st and 10, KORAH.
And that'll be Colts ball from the 50. So again, White Pines did a nice job moving the ball, a couple first downs, and just stalls out here at the midfield, and that's where the Colts will take over.
Yeah, you know what? KORAH's coaching staff's got their kids ready to play tonight, and they're making the difference when it counts. And unfortunately, White Pines moved the ball pretty well there, and they just stalled out. And it's tough when you get to that point, right? So hopefully they don't give up faith here and keep working hard and keep this, keep the ball game tight here with 8 minutes to go in the half.
Absolutely. And you can imagine that the coaches have been preaching for all these teams, junior, senior, all through the 4 different teams that, peaking for playoffs. Oh, a big push by 44, White Pines. 44 is Ethan Surratt.
Number 7.
Shoved his block in to make the tackle.
Yeah, he's been having a whale of a season for them there. Scott, I spent a little time with him earlier in the season, working on fundamentals, just kind of helping out a little bit, and he's progressing every game, and it's nice to see, nice to see him making a difference out there.
And that would be his brother Landon and senior, is that, or Brett Cousin?
I'm not sure.
Anyway, the Surratt boys, doing it well for the White Pines Wolverines, both in junior and senior. We'll see Landon in a game later this evening as they take on the St. Mary's Knights in the senior tilt.
Malchiori gets a couple of yards.
Carry, nice carry, gain of both 3 on the play, but a beautiful stop by 32. 32 is J.D. Boyer, another player.
Great pursuit there. He came.
32, J.D. Boyer.
He wrapped him up perfect, textbook tackle, and looks like White Pines has called a timeout.
One McGarry in on there also.
And Coach Depot is going to make a couple of recommendations to his team over there. So we got about 6:43 to go, and timeout White Pines.
It's nice to watch too. You see, these White Pines Wolverines on defense. They're doing the same, trying to limit the big gains and. Making those stops and creating a turnover or turnover on downs.
The biggest thing is making the contain on the outside, making KORAH run through the middle and the A and B gaps and C gaps, and once they get out on their speed is such a benefit to them that White Pines got to keep them contained and make them run up the middle, get them hard yards, and third down. This is the first time they've pushed them to third down, I think. So far, so nice to see them making the defensive changes that they need and alignment issues.
And you mentioned that too, like third and 8 here. It's, we haven't seen Zane Murdoch rather throw the ball, so I don't anticipate they're going to go to the air here in command with the 21-0 lead. Sure, they're just going to give it to one of their speed backs and try to get outside. So White Pines able to load up the box here and see if they can't string something out.
You never know with Coach Minabucci's old quarterback on his own there, and this play they need a little bit more than a couple yards, but you never can tell.
All right, let's see what the doctor ordered, and Murphy's under center, so we'll see what he's going to do. Straight drop back or handoff. Oh, there's that double crisscross that worked so well last week, but nicely done by the Wolverines to stop it. That'll bring up a 4th and 5. So a nice job by the Wolverines.
He gets about 4 or 5 yards.
Marquis Strawbridge doing double duty, playing defensive end there, and he wasn't biting on it. He had his contain, and he held his ground exactly the way he's probably coached to do. So great tackle on his point, and we're going to see if Coach Bucci's going to go for it anyways or what he's going to do here. So.
And all these programs do a great job with the film, and they've probably been showing that because we saw that crisscross a lot of times last week with the KORAH offense. So, they're probably well versed.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a fake here from KORAH. They took Zane Murdoch out, but they got one of their star running backs back there who does double duty. So, see, Coach Bucci
doesn't like the look of that.
Doesn't like the look of that. I think White Pines was on to the game there that he was going to play, and he had to call a timeout.
Just a reminder, concessions are open.
Great gamesmanship there. Recognizing there's a little something
shortly pizza.
rotten in Denmark, and like I said, Wolverines out for a timeout, and they'll talk about the setup, and Colts might have to address that, knowing that they've been foiled.
Yeah, you know what? It still doesn't stop the fact that Coach will probably go for it anyways, but he might just change what his call was on that. He's going to see if somebody bites down or not, and if they don't bite down, you kick it. If you see daylight, you let it fly. So.
And on the spot, it's hard to tell, but would they be able to pull him offside and get a freebie? Looks like 4th and 5 and change, but
well, he's got a couple of hot runners behind. So if he punts it to a certain direction, they might be trying to get that to let them run up and get the ball because they're allowed at that point. They don't have to give any yards because they're the hot receivers, right?
Yeah, behind the punter, 2 back. Hassan is back for the Wolverines, catches on the run. He's able to get loose up the sideline. He's got some wheels. He's going to turn it on. Here comes the nitrous at the midfield. He's going to be able to make it unless Kochmila can catch him. Kochmila has good track on him, but Hassan running hard down inside the 10 to the 7 and a beautiful run.
Yeah, that's going to be a horse collar too, Scotty, I'm pretty sure. So, what a terrific run by Adam Hussein. Wow. He turned the afterburners on, and I think he was running out a little bit of gas down near the end, and could have been a lot more, but I think they're going to get another horse collar penalty tacked on to the end of this, and it'll be, it's going to keep going, so.
Inside the 5 then with the call, half the distance to the goal line. So nice job by Hassan, and Hassan stays in as there no bodies to replace, but I'm sure he's going to be asking for the next playoff here.
Did referee Corelli make a call back here? I don't know what's going on.
2 hours,
2.
1 on white, 1 on green. Go back to the first foul. Green ball, first down.
Oh, what an unfortunate turn of events here. Referee Crowley decided to throw a flag for some reason. I'm not sure what I'm getting. It looked like a little bit of rough play, and unfortunately that's going to get called back. So
negating a 70-yard plus return for Hassan.
Wow.
Did you see the infraction? Or you said I thought it said QR, but I don't know what that means. Unless he
unnecessary roughness, Scotty. It was what it is.
So after the penalties are applied.
So unnecessary roughness on the return.
Unnecessary roughness, blindside block.
Blindside
White
block.
Pines and a horse collar tackle.
You know what? I saw that hit, and that was a lot of shoulder to shoulder. I'm not sure that was a blindside hit at all. So, unfortunately, referee Corelli seen that a little bit different than I did, and he made the call, and that's why he gets paid the big bucks.
Similar to a call in the Sunday night game between the Niners and their opponent when the call that was shoulder to shoulder was giving the opponent the opportunity to score, and the 49ers end up losing that game. So shout out to Casey, who's a big Niner fan, who's a little frustrated on that one. But anyway, the referees saw it a little differently. We're going to go back. Wolverines maybe have a little energy now from that little inspiration by Hassan with the big run back, but they'll have to start from their 30 and do it all over again. So 6:05 to go, 21-0. White Pines Wolverines marching. Handoff is to Pine inside again. And again, stopped
Pine
up.
tries to run off
Aiden
tackle.
on the stop. Avery in again. Avery having himself a big day. Wanch, as always, getting his name called, number 8. So it looks like they're going to give him no gain on the play. It brings up 2nd and 10.
You know, an unfortunate turn of events, and now White Pines is at 2nd and 10 and trying to make some
Evan
yardage.
Burrell.
Anyway, whether you're a fan of the White Pines Wolverines or a fan of the KORAH Colts, at the end of the day, you want a nice, good game and hard fought. And like you mentioned, Wolverines have to score now to before the half to go up with some sense of feeling that they're still in this game.
Another short run.
Well, you know, the score is not really indicative of how hard both teams are playing right now. You know, KORAH's had the benefit of, you know, a couple of long runs by Melchiori, Cachamilio, and they put the points on when it's mattered. But
Cam Williamson with the tackle.
you know, the score is a lot closer. They're playing some good football on both sides. Both teams are making great progress on defense, and we got a timeout here due to an injury for the White Pines team.
And it looks like 51. Is he playing today? Is that 51? Callum McGarry. Okay, I was thinking Solomon Ward. That's 55. Who's inactive today. So they got a man down, and I mentioned earlier that we were talking about peaking for playoffs, and you see so much progress in this junior division especially. I mean, a lot of these kids have played Sioux Minor football, but they come to this, and it's a little bit different, a little more high intensity, a little more playbook, and you can even see from week 1 up till this point, you see KORAH Colts are really polished, both on offense and defense, and White Pines Wolverines have shown much progress also, and it's a real tribute and bodes well for the senior programs as these guys will graduate to those upper ranks and continue their growth here.
Yeah, you know what? Hats off to all the volunteer coaches over there. These coaches don't get paid to do this. This is an over and above, and you know, some people don't realize the amount of time that's spent in for them, you know, from 2:30 till, you know, I remember getting home at 6:30. You've coached a little bit too, Scotty. There's some late nights, and, you know, but hats off to all these guys and building the programs. And it's going to be great to see a bunch of these kids getting up to senior either next year or the year after and, you know, help teams flourish. So be great to see a big crop of grade 9s get into White Pines and help build their team up as well, because you know, they're sending a few kids up to senior, but they're a relatively young team. So, and KORAH has done such a great job. Tom Mannett's going to benefit for that. So
Marquise looking for
Strawberry's
Jacob
looking
Day.
long for Jacob Day, a little overthrown on the play.
Out of harm's way.
KORAH Colts
Over
rush,
his head,
forced him to
incomplete.
throw it maybe a little early and floated it a bit over Day's head, and that'll bring up 4th down as the sticks indicate. And talking about the coaches, a big shout out to them, but not many coaches count the hours that they put in. They just love the game. They loved it when they played it. They're coming back and giving back, and it's even nice to see some of these kids talking to the senior athletes. They want to come back next year and coach at SMFL and try their hand at coaching. You know.
well, it's always nice to see them all give back, right? So
Yeah. And they're giving back because they've taken so much from it. They learned so much, the perseverance, the hard work, the dedication to the sport, the team thing. So number 20 carrying it back. Looks like he might have a little lane. 20 is through and brought down.
Dickinson gets down to about the 20 on a beautiful punt return.
Nice
looks like Damon Belanger was able to make the touchdown saving tackle and stopped them about the 21-yard line.
And that was Turner Dickinson on the return. A nice little run and able to take it deep into White Pines territory where their Colts are marching again and looking to score and extend this 21-0.
You know, 4 minutes to go, 4:34 to go in the first half here, and I'm sure White Pines wants to do everything to not let them get up 28-0. So.
And like I said, if you, as a fan, a football fan in general, you want to see White Pines pick 6 this one and take it to the house. And 21-7 going in at half, would be happy to see that, and I'm sure they would take that smiling. And obviously the Colts are looking to head the hammer down and stretch this one out a little further.
Yeah, I'm sure that Coach Depot's out there telling his kids, you know, let's watch the contain on the outside and try and make them run between the tackles. So must be his game plan, because it's, after those first few touchdowns, White Pines have sort of clamped it down a little bit, and they're not letting them get to the outside. So it's important for the DNs to get outside and, hold their ground and not get sucked into, something that's going on the interior line.
Yeah. And it's tough as a White Pines Wolverine. You have to look in the backfield and in the receiving core, and you have so many weapons, so many options for number 4. And we saw last week Zane Murdoch tuck it away and take it himself, call his own number, and take one to the house. So, you know what? Again, it's pretty daunting when you look back there. You see Melchiori, you see Dickinson, you see Koch Melio, you see Kevin Grisdale, who caught one earlier across the middle. So, lots of choices for number 4. As he elects to throw, he's going deep to number 80, a little underthrown. Braden Lemaire unable to snare it about the 1.
Pass intended for
he was throwing a little bit into the wind there, and he didn't get much air underneath it, and it went to the wayside. So we're going to have 2nd down and 10 still.
4:28 to go. This time we're going to remind you that Wendy's and Sault Ste. Marie and Team Essentials have teamed up with Saultsports.com to honor the high school's top athlete of the game anytime we broadcast here on Sault Sports TV and True House Radio. So we will be choosing here in the booth our athletes of the game. Some honorable mentions will be provided, and we will select the players of the game from each of these teams who will get a gift card and Team Essentials tee. Nice stop by number 58,
Wow.
Joel Shea. In the
Joel.
backfield.
58, Joel Shea.
You
Big
know,
fella moving quickly
Soft
and
mouth
ramming
story.
through. And
Probably a soft-spoken young man. You know, I've encouraged him early in the year to get involved in the line, and that's probably the best play I've seen him make all year. He textbook tackle, held his ground, and wrapped up. So great to see.
yeah, big load on the left side there for the Wolverines. You got Shea on the left side, Surratt on the right side. So a nice push from that defensive front there, and 4 looks to roll out. He looks like he has a man. A nice ball thrown deep. He's got 2 guys receiving. They decide to let Melchiori have it. Wrestles it from his own player.
Peyton Melchiori comes up with it.
That looked like the tip drill, Scotty. I think 19 had a hand on it, and Melchiori got the rest of it, and together they were able to hold it in.
That'll be a touchdown for the Colts.
You wouldn't normally see 2 receivers that close. I don't know if there's a broken route there, or they're coming back to help their rolling out quarterback. But anyway, Melchiori needs another touchdown.
I'm not sure
for his friend,
I'm not sure he needs another one. He's had quite a few this year.
Yeah.
You know, outstanding running back. He's had a great year, but the first time I've seen him on a long fly pattern. So
yeah, he's deadly short. He's able to go long, and he hauls that one in for the touchdown. Nice push by Jacob Day and the Wolverines to block the extra point, but it gets through. Good for 28 points.
well, Coach Winniburchi's got his special team set up, but I'm a little surprised to see one of your star running backs out on extra point kick. I don't know, whatever his decision is, it's his. But typically, you don't see star running backs doing blocking for extra points with a bench that long. You'd think that there'd be a couple other guys out there able to do it, but
Yeah, and we mentioned that the playbook changes when you're up 28 points, and this 27 points before the kick. At that point, you're able to put in some seconds or some substitutions to give your guys a blow, and we might see some of these starters sitting out a little bit in the second half as they'll prepare for the winner of this game will prepare for the final next week. Right now, it looks like KORAH's in charge and in command, but a lot of ball game left, and White Pines, like I said, hopefully trying to get on the board before the half and get a little momentum, something to work on for the chalkboard.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Bernabucci wants to get some of these kids in because unless the game is out of reach in the final, typically, the bench doesn't get to see much of the field, if at all. With that many kids, it's really tough to sub them in and get them all some playing time. So I'm sure he's trying to get up big here and, get some substitutions in and let them get some game time.
And as you mentioned, this is the semifinal with 1 and 4, 1 being the KORAH Colts, undefeated this year, and White Pines Wolverines as the underdog here. But as they say, you got to play the game. So Koch Millie will elect to, or will be forced to kick it off. Kickoff is deep. Looks like number 4, Day, is going to take it about the 10-yard line. Looks like he's got a lane and he's got some wheels. Nice stop by 11 Grisdale, but
Day goes right out the road. Nice little run.
20 yards.
It's going to sound like we're on repeat here, but Clutch Wheeler's got a terrific leg. He pounded that one deep, and he keeps kicking it to Day, and Day keeps having a great run back.
Again, this is in junior. You don't expect the kicking game to be that polished in junior, but he is driving it back to the 10 in that case. So that's such a luxury to have in either junior or senior. But the kicking game is a facet that a lot of coaches overlook, or shouldn't overlook at least. The special teams has been great for these KORAH Colts and the Wolverines for that matter.
100%.
So
I'm sure White Pines here is going to want to try and get down the field and get at least some points on the board, and we'll see what they got going here.
And the clock is rolling and they're rumbling forward. Nice push.
What a great hard run by DJ Pine there. Again, I think he got about 8.5 yards. So
takes a couple of Colts for a ride.
And again, we talk about the junior programs and how these kids are just starting to grow, some of them. So
Turner, Dickinson,
as much as they've been
love
to hit the gym and build their mass, but some of these kids are just getting started in grade 10, and they show up next year for senior ball, and they've got 2-3 inches and 20 pounds. And DJ Pine, if he fills out as I think he will, he's going to be a punishing runner in the senior ranks when he gets there. So.
Yeah, for sure. I know you spent quite a bit of time in the weight room down there, and they try and build their strength and see what's going on. But
that was a beautiful ball today. Overthrown, but
sets up third down.
That route seems to be open as those two can connect in the second half. That might be just what White Pines needs to get on the board here.
It's going to be interesting to see what Coach Bujold has called here. They keep trying to get hit that long one on second down, and it's going to work some of the time. But when you're trying to move the ball down the field and eat clock up, you got just a couple yards for a first down, and maybe I know he's on the third and fourth down. Maybe if we're not going to get there all the way, but when you're gaining momentum on the ground, you got to go with it. I think, in my personal opinion, but.
2:21 to go. Strawbridge. Shotgun. They draw him offside. That might be enough for first down. 2:21 to go. Let's see who gets the flag.
Yeah, definitely KORAH jumped the line there, and that should get them the first down as long as Fitzpatrick is through what I thought he threw. So they're having a bit of a discussion on who jumped where, but definitely KORAH was in the neutral zone. So we're going to see what referee Edwards signal he gives us. So I think they're having a debate on whether the player got back before the player moved. So we'll see what's going on.
And again, we can't say enough about these officials out here in a cool fall night, making a few bucks, but earning every penny of it. Donnie Chow, Killer Corelli.
Well, they picked that flag up. It was late, so.
Nice run up the middle, and looks like not enough for the first down. Forward progress probably bring him to the 45, but that'll be short. 4th and 1 looks like.
Yeah, that's where you got to have coaching on the center there. As soon as they see that player jump into the line, they got to snap the ball to the quarterback, especially when they're under center like that. It's automatic 5 yards free as soon as they jump in the line. So not sure what the disconcern was there, but typically in junior, when they jump in the middle, they usually call that. So yeah. I'm not sure what referee Edwards called on that for sure.
So 4th and 2, he didn't give him the forward progress. They're back at the 44-yard line, but a nice end around. They're going to go with Hassan. He's got one guy to beat to get to the corner. Doesn't look like he's going to make it, and it's a nice job gang tackling. Manchelenko, number 20, Turner Dickinson, 89, Jackson Thornton, 85, Grayson Avery, all on the tackle. Nice job of them stringing it out, and White Pines Wolverines nowhere to go.
Yeah, unfortunately, they tried that sweep, and it cost them about 10 yards rather than gaining yards. So definitely going the wrong direction, and they're giving KORAH the ball back here with just under 2 minutes to go and a big 28-0 lead. So a little disappointing for the White Pines team, but they're still out there working hard, and it's nice to see that there's no quit in them right now. So
it's tough as an offensive coordinator when you have that call, 4th and short, but you haven't gained any traction on the interior because of that push from the defensive front. So I give them a lot of credit to running away from them to try to get the yards needed. Colts hang tough and then take over with 1:57 to go. And there we go into the defensive side. Strawberry's getting a little excited, trying to get in the backfield.
So, you know what, Scotty, for this one here, I think the KORAH player moves, so I'm really interested to see how they're going to call this one.
Okay, just watching out of the corner of my eye.
Outside defense.
Coach says,
See, you know what, I don't know. It sure looked like the KORAH kid stood up in his stance and then went back down, and then the White Pines player crossed there. So, I don't know, we'd have to see the replay in order to see all of that, but we don't have that availability right now. So,
it's 1st and 5 for the Colts.
that'd be
Off the offside
the old
call.
2 for flinching, right?
yeah.
All right, so handoff's inside. Number 7 carries right now, and he's loose. He's breaking
Handoff
3
number
tackles.
7.
Nice
Avery.
gain on Gavin Avery to
He gets some
bust
good
through.
yards before being tackled. by number
yards.
Avery's
21,
been doing a lot of
Preston
blocking in the
Johnson,
backfield for
White
his
Pines.
other players, and now looks like they're starting to run him.
Good enough for
So,
a first down.
I imagine you'll see him in
Somewhere
some
around
carries in the
16
second
yards.
half. And again, this is where the next step.
And 1st and 10 from about
Get to
the
impress your
20-yard
coach and maybe get some more snaps in the final. So nice job by the KORAH Colts. 1:47 to go. If you're KORAH, you keep pounding, extend that lead. Or do you play nice in the sandbox?
you know what, Coach Bucci's, I've coached with him a long time, as I mentioned before, and the idea for him is
Rough
to
York
get
cuts
up
up the
and,
middle.
you know, and then
He's tackled by
by the time you hit the
number
3rd quarter,
9,
you pull the gas off a little bit there. So I'm sure, you know, there's going to be some sportsmanship involved, and
Out from number 44, Ethan Surratt.
you know, you never
That'll
want to
set
see
up
anybody
2nd
running the
and
score
short,
up.
so
I had
it's
that in my
1 or 2
career
yards.
too many times where coaches were running scores up, and I wasn't a big fan, and you know, never shy to call that out on somebody. So, but I know Coach Bucci's not like that. So, you know, class act all the way around. So hopefully they can make that happen in the second half.
A nice run on the play. Melchior up the middle for a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1. They hand off to number 7 again. And he looks like he's going to score
There
it.
goes the distance.
Gavin Avery
11 yards for the
across the
touchdown.
end zone for the score. That'll make it 34 with the extra point on its way for 35 at the half. 1:09 to go in the half. Still got another drive for the Wolverines following this extra point, so please stay with us. And remember that at 7:30 tonight we have a senior tilt between the the St. Mary's Knights and the White Pines Wolverines.
Yeah, you know what? They're going to go up 35-0 here, Scotty, and that's going to be a straight time effect for the second half, as long as White Pines doesn't score in the next minute or so. So
once again, the coach mentioned that after 35-0
Point
point spread, the clock will run straight time in the second half, and extra point is good by Cochemilio, bringing that 35-0 score. 1:09 to go in the first half.
you know, we've mentioned already that you know, the score is really not indicative of how hard these kids are playing. It's we're treated to you know, they're making some good tackles, and you know, KORAH is definitely the better, has the more athletes on their field tonight, and they're making the scores count when they have to. But I got to credit this White Pines team. There's no quit out them out there. They're all still running hard to the ball. They're trying to make the tackles. So hats off to them and the coaching staff for keeping the kids involved in the game.
And they'll be better for it as they move on. And some of them are back in junior again next year, and some of them moving on to senior. And it's, like you mentioned, a young team. So if they return a lot of these grade 9s come next year, the junior program really finds its legs and might be able to contend and will contend against these the perennial favorites, KORAH Colts and St. Mary's. And the same can be said for Superior. If they keep building their program and getting guys, boys and girls out, you know what, the future is bright for all of St. Mary football. So.
Yeah, you know what, a lot of these kids next week are going to, you know, whoever's not playing next week is going to start their basketball season, or wrestling season, I do believe, starts next week as well. So I'm sure a bunch of these athletes are going to be participating in multi-sports, as it typically happens in high school, for all the athletes that are playing. And, you know, hats off and good luck to them and in the upcoming couple of months and their new, the other sports that they're competing in. So.
Yeah. And I always remember a coach telling me, you know, if you lose in the semifinal weekend, remember that feeling and carry it forward to the next year. That lets the fire burn and simmer over the summer or over the off season, and come back next year ready to prove wrong. So it looks like Surratt's going to pick up the ball. He's going to take it down. Oh, it hits the deck, and they're able to maintain possession. I think this will be green
Ball takes
ball.
KORAH bounce.
From about the 20-yard line. We'll see where they spot it, and that's where Strawberry
Ty
and the
Walls
Wolverines
eventually lands on it, sets up
will
first and
take
10
over.
White
Ty
Pines.
Walls with the recovery on the kickoff.
Well, you know, we look in the other field over here tonight, and Coach DeSanto's keeping his guys out a little bit later than they started practice a little bit later, so he's got his kids out preparing for tomorrow night. They have another big game in the senior division tilt against KORAH, so that game should be entertaining. Some great athletes in the senior program as well.
Yeah. And weather forecast calls for a little bit ugly, and you know what? That might be just what the Superior Heights Steelhawks are looking for. You know, sloppy game, conditions not favorable. You know, might be in a loose ball or a couple fumbles, and this one's been pretty dry so far. As Strawbridge and does a nice little rollout, has to throw on the run. Nice job throwing to 25.
Nice little rollout.
Islam Shafraz. Nicely covered on the play by 41, Max Bamera.
Yeah, that went right through Shafraz's hands, and would have been a first down completion there had he not come up with it. So
pass falls
nice jump
down
by Max Bamera to break that up, and like you said, brings up 2nd and 10.
Looks like White Pines didn't bring their throwing ball out for this. They made a little switch and give KORAH back their ball, and White Pines now has their ball in the game. So I'm not sure that makes a huge difference right now, but
I always blame the club whenever it goes hunting. So now they got their passing ball, and they're going to be looking to march that ball a long way. Pine gets the ball. Rumbling forward and a nice little carry.
Good carry.
Out to about
right off tackle by
30-yard line. Might be short a couple for the first down, but 58.7 seconds. They're going to have to hurry that up and get up on the ball. After a running play, the whistle will start the clock rolling once the referee blows it in.
Yeah, I think they're just checking how close he is to first down yardage here. And he give it to him. So first down, great run by DJ Pine. Going to give White Pines a first down.
Robin Price in on the tackle.
Robin Price on the tackle. One of our ladies of high school football getting in on the tackle. Had a big tackle last week.
Chase Venn.
Late in the game, Chase Venn assisting. And Robin Price in there.
Another good hard run by Pine.
Nice stop by
he gets up across the 40.
Dickinson too. Turner
Price
Dickinson
again,
rather.
first person there for the tackle.
So a lot of these seconds for the Colts are going to make a case for.
Well done by the KORAH coaching staff. They're up significant here, and they're letting their kids play. So hats off to you coaches out there. Always like to see that. Always been a big proponent. It used to really bother me when kids didn't get in the game. You know, they put their time in practice. They show up every week, and it's great to see them out there playing.
Everybody needs to be rewarded, and the confidence goes a long way. And like you said, it's injuries arise, as they often do in football. It's nice to have somebody that's has a little bit of confidence and has played some downs. Nice ball again. That would have been complete and for more.
Jacob Day.
They completed it today, but
26 seconds remaining.
Again, that pass rush for the Colts just unable to allow Strawbridge to get set.
Yeah, wave after wave, and you know what? I think you're starting to see a little bit of the White Pines people that are missing tonight. Two of their better players unable to play tonight, and you know it's impacting the team. You know, in the line is such a critical part of the game. So hopefully, a couple of the other kids that can pitch in here and make a difference.
So this is 2 down territory. It looks like 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2 on the play. Might have 2 more plays left on the clock as Pine breaks one open. Got to move the stick.
Pine puts the shoulder down. Beautiful run.
Only lost 5-6 seconds on that play. 21.3 to go. Now I think it's time to air it out and try something in the bag of tricks here.
Yeah, the biggest thing they don't want to do is turn the ball over here. So.
Yeah.
Well, this might be the last play of the game. White Pines is huddling up, and
on the tackle.
No sense of urgency from Coach Bujold here. I think he just wants to get out, and this will be definitely the last play of the first half, barring a penalty.
So if I'm the OC, I throw it long and deep, but maybe they're electing just to take it on the ground, and he's going to roll out anyway. He's got a man deep. He's looking for 25, overthrows him, passing 10.
Robert rolls out. Nice move, number 25.
Half, Scotty.
That's the half. We're going to take a 10-minute break. The score is 35-0 with your Colts leading these Wolverines. In 10 minutes, you can join us back here on Saultsports.com. For Coach Ray Baswell, I'm Scott McPherson. We'll see you in 10.
Up close.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Sergeant Fott Fieldhouse at Superior Heights. We're joining in progress here. The second half about to begin with the White Pines Wolverines looking to overload the onside kick here. KORAH Colts roll up. One guy back deep. Day to kick. Joined here by Coach Gabazwa. Oh, and he does a direct kicks up center. Nice job by Dave,
Nice
but he's
try.
unable to
Wow.
capitalize on the.
It just went a little bit further, and he would have had it because nobody was waiting for that one.
No, that's
Plays it
certainly
smart and just falls on it. That'll be 1st and 10
a
KORAH
bit of a surprise. And
from about the 48-yard line.
as we mentioned earlier, 35-0 our score means that the clock will run straight time for the remainder of this game, and White Pines Wolverines will have to do some heavy lifting quickly to score and get back in this game here. How do we do that?
Yeah, well, you know what? They always say no lead is insurmountable, but this is a pretty comfortable cushion for the KORAH team. And, you know, I just like to see the White Pines kids compete right to the end and see what they can get. So
the KORAH Colts, after recovering that onside kick, didn't see who caught that, but they'll take over from the 47-yard line. And it looks like Kochmilio is running left, and then he's running right. He's going to get to the outside. Strawberry's looking to chase him
Couple
down.
flags on the play.
Knocks him out of bounds.
AJ Kochmilio goes on a nice
31-yard
run.
line. Lots of flags thrown.
Been a part of 25 yards downfield before he's pushed out of bounds.
So after the first down, I think there's a flag, but
yeah, I'm not sure. You know what? Like, I love Coach Bucci to death, but I don't see why these star players are on the field with a 35-0 lead.
They're blocking the back.
I've never been a big fan of that, and I'd tell him right to his face if he asked me. And I don't see the point of having these kids on the field right now just to pad stats.
I just hope for the sake of the championship game moving forward next week, that nobody gets hurt and they have a full squad. So
that's a block in the back against KORAH.
I can understand it if there's no kids
That'll
on
negate the run.
no kids
It'll be 1st and
able
10.
to fill those roles, and you have to utilize them. But I don't know.
yeah, they're deep in the trenches there over the Colts sideline. So hopefully once everybody gets a chance to get their licks and penalty comes back. It was blocked from behind. After the first down, ball is on the 53-yard line for the Colts. Handoff inside, toss to 34. That's Kochmilio on the carry. Nice job. 21 yards, 18 yards on the.
He's eventually pushed out of bounds by Adam Hassan.
Yeah, and Adam Hassan was able to push him out of bounds here about the 38-yard line, I guess.
Yeah. So the Colts still marching. As Kochmilio gains a few, 21 yards on the carry. Again from the 38. 9:12. Clock is ticking. And time is running out for these White Pines Wolverines. As we see Zane Murdoch run back to the huddle, and they will take over with a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. So Kevin Grisdale out to the left here, wide out. 4 drops back. He underthrows, but
Zane Murdoch rolls out.
gets it to number 34, AJ
Nice little
Kochmilio.
sliding catch by,
Nice little
I
job
think it's
to come back
34,
to the ball,
AJ Kochmilio.
I love that these kids, they
enough
slide down
for
on
8 yards.
a knee onto
Second
their
and 2,
bottoms.
KORAH.
I think they can get up like they're in the NFL and scamper for more. You want to stay down because somebody sees you getting uphill, might put a helmet to you. So
Yeah.
got to be aware on that play, but a nice pickup by Kochmilio and gain of 8 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 2. So imagine straight ahead up here with Alciori and Machelenko still in the game.
A little wheel route out here. He's trying to get
Murdoch with a nice
Malcuri in
job.
the end zone.
And he's got him wide open, unfortunately.
Murdoch rolls out to his right. He had a man deep.
He had him right in his hands and went right through. So
Complete.
I used to hate when they'd hit me in the hands.
hit you in the good spot, right in the hands, eh, Scotty?
Yeah, well, I'd like it with a couple of guys over my back and reaching in, trying to strip the ball, and then I was able to focus on the one coming through. But 2nd and 2, rules incomplete. 3rd and 2 coming up shortly. And they're going for it all on 2nd and 2 there. And then going end zone for that one. So Nice little wheel route. Nice little work by Murdoch to roll out and look downfield. Had his guy wide open in the end zone. But
you see that play in the NFL quite consistently now. It's become part of it's a staple in the NFL, and it's a great route. And when it works, it's it's a big yard gainer.
Yeah, absolutely. Melchior is taking the ball. He goes around right side. Nice stop by the White Pines Wolverines, but he'll get enough for the first
Melchior
down.
gets the outside, gets to about
Down
the
to about
25
25-yard line, but nice tackle by, looks like 30. Number 30, Dason Vincent. So nice job.
Let's say 32, J.D.
Limiting
Boyer.
to 32, J.D. Boyer also in the
With
stop.
the tackle.
Limiting to about a gain of 5, but it's enough for the first down. They'll move the sticks to the 25, where the Colts will continue their romp. Number 4 under center. Murdoch throws to hitch pass to the 11. Number 11, that's Kevin
Pass to Grisdale.
But a nice job by J.D.
He's hit immediately by
DJ
number
Pine
9,
to
DJ
stop
Pine.
that for a short
No
gain on the
gain,
play.
sets up second down.
2nd and 10. Your call.
Clock winding pretty quick here. We've got about 6 minutes to go. It's this quarter's just flying by. Obviously, straight time.
Yeah.
So for 2nd and 10, and those White Pines kids aren't giving up. So huge credit to them.
And again, that's a tough play to cover, and well executed by the KORAH Colts, who's delivered the ball quickly in the flats, and Pine able to come up here and stop it for 0 gain. So again, well played by the Wolverines. You just wish they had a few more bodies and a few more athletes, and it might be a whole different story. But Murdoch takes it, hands it off on that inside trap. Cochmelio runs it. He's looking for the corner. He's going to run a long way to get a short few yards as he's
Cochmelio goes a long way around to get some short yardage.
Hassan with the tackle, drags him out of bounds.
Number 19, Adam
about the
Hassan.
13-yard line.
With the tackle.
Yeah, they tried to stretch that out a little bit, and Adam Son read that really well and was able to get over there and make the tackle, but unfortunately it was a little bit late for as he was able to get the first down there. So White Pines continuing to roll down, try and put up a stop, but KORAH's rolling, and they're going to be really tough to deal with next week to whichever team gets there, and hats off to their coaching staff. They got all the kids ready, and it's going really well for them right now. So.
They got the athletes. They got many of them, even with their seconds in there, showing some polish and executing well. Murdoch having himself a nice game, delivering the ball, hands it off to 7. 7 is Gavin Avery.
Hand off to Avery. He spins on a one tackle.
Spins
gets
out,
inside the 10, I
2 or 3
believe.
yards inside the 10, so they're in the red zone. There's a late flag. So
late flag comes out.
See what we get from
Motions,
referee Edwards.
J.D. Boyer with the tackle.
J.D. Boyer with the stop for the White Pines Wolverines.
Little shout out.
White, 2nd down.
Oh, penalty on White.
So that's a mouth guard warning against KORAH.
Mouth guard warning, so that won't result in any penalty. It was just a warning. Next time it'll be a 5 for improper equipment.
Yeah, and safety of the players. You want to go home, and teeth aren't cheap anymore. I paid through a couple of sets of braces on with my kids, and you pay a lot of money to keep them healthy, and they come handy later on in life.
And the good news is when they make it to the NFL, you don't have to wear them anymore. You just
take them out,
stuff it
put them in the stall.
or let them hang down while you return catches and return kicks rather. And looks like 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6 inside the 10. Murdoch takes the snap under center, rolls out. He's looking deep, might have to run it. Likes to throw it deep to that Aiden Wanch. Aiden Wanch with the touchdown.
The pass is complete to Aiden Wanch.
And Aiden Wanch, a force on defense, able to get in some reps on offense, so they're showing their hand a little bit. Maybe they'll be using him next week in the final. Wanch, Murdoch complete to Wanch for the 6. Looks like they'll be going for the extra point. Murdoch to hold, and Cochmelio to kick it through. So 41-0.
Little shout out to our buddy DK, Danny Carrillo, sending us some love up here in the booth, and hats off to his nephew signing with Lake State. What a terrific accomplishment, and I'm sure, Mr. Corello Sr. up there is smiling down with a big grin on his face with the quite accomplishment of his grandson. So hats off to him, and best of luck at Lake State next year. I went to Lake State, great program over there, and nice to see.
Great bowling alley and some great stoves and toast, and some great times at Lake State. And of course, Camden O'Neill, drafted by I think the Flint Firebirds or the Saginaw Spirit. Electing to commit to Lake Superior State Lakers and staying at home, some home-cooked meal. Dad Michael and Mom Jamie Lynn, obviously excited to have Camden back. He's playing for the T-Birds now, but once he finishes high school, off to great things at Lake State. So congratulations. And of course, you mentioned Donnie Carrillo, one of my favorite old-time coaches, and celebrated his 77th, I think, heavenly birthday this week. So big shout out to Don and to Danny and to the whole entire Carrillo family, including Grandma Chris, who will probably be in the stands here watching her grandson Cohen in this final tonight in the senior division. So big hats off. The touchdown just scored by the Colts was unsuccessful with the extra point, so it's a 41-0 lead for the Colts, but well in hand here, and the Colts will kick off to the White Pines Wolverines.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. They're taking every minute of the clock here to kick off, and we're down under a minute in the third quarter, so this is flying along as we expected with the straight time effect here, the rule in play. So
let's hope that the gods of gods of football rather, are going to reward Hassan with another chance to run one back all the way. So I'd like to see it eliminate that goose egg. This one's going to be fielded by Hassan. Looks like it's setting up nicely to the right. He's going to go back against the grain, and he's got a little seam. Can he get through? Nice job getting out to the 35. Being tackled by number 2, Max Fuselli.
The 35-yard line.
You know what? That was a 25-yard line, 25-yard run back. So great,
He's tackled by number 2,
great
Max
job him. But as you
Fuselli.
mentioned, it would have been great to see him break one free because he sure deserved it after that one in the first half.
Return's
So
good for 21 yards. It'll be 1st and 10, White Pines.
we'll see what they're going to transpire here. What Coach Buchholz's got up his sleeve. Time's winding down, and it's kids are out there giving her. So great to see.
Yeah, and 7 seconds and counting means this will probably be the last play of the third quarter. And we'll go and flip the table, head on back north as Day takes the snap, direct snap to Day. Day's loose. He's still breaking a few tackles, gaining about 8 on the play.
He's still trying.
Gets around
What a terrific run by Jacob Day. He got about 7 yards there on the carry on a direct snap to him. So outstanding.
Well done.
And
And
Gabriel
again, like you
Samuel.
said, somebody obviously didn't send a memo, or at least they didn't get it because they think they're still in that, playing hard, giving her all they got. So hats off to the men in green here.
Yeah, looks like we're going to do
Not a
flip the
mistake,
switch, as
that's
you
first
said.
down
And,
yardage. First down, White Pines.
White Pines is going to get the ball back
Oh,
down
wait,
at the other
sorry.
end, and we're going to see what
Don't mind me, that's a
transpires
change
here
quarter.
in the last quarter. Now that we're down to 12 minutes to go in the game.
At this point of the game, we're going to thank our corporate champions, Huron Superior Catholic District School Board, Northern Sports Excellence, Freeze Frame Photos by Bob Davies, Wendy's Sault Ste. Marie, Team Essentials, Maximus Rose, Elite 8 Basketball Academy, and Treehouse Sports Radio. If you are interested in having your business highlighted on SaultSports.tv, contact us at SaultSports@gmail.com. Make sure you keep up with all the sports locally, high school, college, and otherwise. As we kick off this fourth quarter, looks like they're
Getting the sticks,
readjusting
so
the sticks here.
should be second down and 3, I believe, Scott.
Yeah.
So for what it's worth, I was
So
absolutely
second and
right.
3
It's second
for
and
the
7.
Wolverines. Direct snap, or shotgun snap, handed off to Strawbridge, I believe.
No,
No.
that was DJ Pine
DJ
again.
Pine again. Oh,
Michael
Strawbridge
Maurice,
out there
Robert
as a
Price.
receiver. Michael Maurice on the
With the
tackle.
tackle on Pine.
So
It'll set up third down.
Be nice to see them, Coach Buchholz utilize a little bit of Marquise's height. He was a pretty good receiver last year when he played for the KORAH team, and going back to the school a couple doors down from his house, and made the decision to go back to White Pines. And he was a terrific receiver last year. It might be good to see if they can get him a ball against some of those smaller DBs.
yeah. Day is looking to throw, and he throws, but short for
looking
Strawbridge.
at
So
Marquis
the ideal
Strawbridge.
sound from your playbook, it just
Calls it
wasn't
complete.
executed, and 11:03 to go. We got 4th down coming up, 4th and 3.
Yeah, Jacob Day's got that glove on, those players' gloves, and it's not easy to throw the ball with those things on. I've never been a big proponent of the gloves. I think half these kids just see the pro athletes with them on, and I've seen kids with the batter's gloves on and thinking that's going to make a difference for them. Unless they're those high-quality football gloves, they're a little. They don't exactly help them a lot. So.
These pros are playing in domes and climate-controlled stadiums, so it helps to that end too. But Strawbridge throws the hitch out today. Dave is able to make some yards, enough for the first down. Hopefully, see on the spot.
Might just have enough. I think it's awful
he
close.
Forward, and it'll depend on the official spot. I mentioned earlier, but I was interrupted talking about the officials, and I just want to shout out to referee Fitzpatrick. I mentioned referee Curley. Referee Hazelton, you said referee Edwards doing the main calls today, and I'm missing one.
Michael Maurice with the tackle.
We'll bring that to you as soon as we can. Again, big shout out to them, and if you would like to be or are interested in becoming an official for this high school football or Sioux Minor football for that matter, we'd love to have you, so contact us and we will get your information to the responsible parties. So.
Yeah, you know what? A lot of these refs have been out here doing this a long time, and we're going to need some fresh blood in there to try and help out and sustain what's going on. So.
And again, there's
Robin
Price with a sack on the play. Day trying to outrun, but Price equal to the task and brings it down for a loss of about 7 yards. So that'll bring up 2nd and 16.
You know what, Coach Bujold's given
Loss of a few yards.
Jacob Day a turn at quarterback. 16. This is the first game he's played back there, so, great for him to get out there and get a little bit of experience. You never know when it could be utilized in the future, right? So,
absolutely. As we wind down here, 8:50 to go with a 41-0 lead. We remind you that on Sioux Sports at 7:30 coming up is the heavyweight tilt between the St. Mary's Knights and the White Pines Wolverines to see who will advance to the final next Friday in the senior division. Day keeps the ball,
gets a couple
yards, but it'll bring up 3rd and 13.
Emerson Grimard with help from Price again.
Grimard and Price on the stop for the Colts, so a lot of people stepping up. Parker French out there playing safety for the Colts. We got number 5, Michael Willoughby, out as a DB, safety for the Colts. So going to the well here, showing their depth. And number 4 throws out to DJ Pine, completes. Nice job, but I think he got tripped by the blue line.
Up there by the 45-yard line, unfortunately, and he would have ran for days over there. Nobody was over there.
And complete for a few yards.
At least he didn't go back, look up and look back at the crack in the sidewalk. He just,
I think they're back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th and 10 with 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the second half. Sorry.
Nice job by Day to get the ball out to Pine. Just unable to keep his foot and run for the first down. Day throws the ball up there and Strawbridge unable to haul it, and that would have been enough for the first down.
Strawbridge.
So through the hands of 21 Parker French.
Goes through his hands.
Strawbridge able to pick it, but was unable to close his mitts on it, and that'll be KORAH ball.
Yeah, the player KORAH defender jumped up in front of him, and the ball landed right in his hands. I didn't know that he even saw it. He had his hands ready and just unable to squeeze it. They definitely would have had a first down there for sure.
All right, so again, we're going to be talking here in the booth and coming up with a couple of players of the game, sponsored by Wendy's and Team Essentials. So we'll deliberate on that. Lots of great plays, lots of great players, so we will come up with that for you before the end of the game. Number 81 carries the ball for the KORAH Colts, able to get a few yards before brought down. Chased in the back.
Looks like 81 on the carry for
81. We don't have a number for, so
KORAH.
Endeavor to get that for you, but They're going to call it a
Don't
loss
have a
of
number,
2
we
on
don't
the
have a
play.
name for it on the roster. As it's incomplete.
Yeah, it should be one of those ones that usually typically the coaching staffs update us with any changes, but could have a jersey issue, and they had to switch tear in the jersey.
Yeah. So we'll see if we can get those numbers sorted out for you before the end of the game here as 81 continues in the ball game. Number 4, hands off. It looks like 25 trying to get around the corner. Makes a nice move. Picks up both 5 on the play.
25, Siren
Sikorsky.
Carries for about
With some
6 yards.
fans in the stands as you hear them yelling for Siren rather. Nice job with some speed, able to get around the corner, pick up both 5 on the play.
Jacob Day with the tackle.
Preston Johnson
Sets up third and long.
on the tackle.
We got some decisions to make up here, Scotty, for some honorable mentions, and I think hats off to the interior line of the KORAH Colts tonight. They did a terrific job getting after the quarterback, and it made things really difficult for the quarterback Strawbridge. So there's been some great play here by both teams, and it's some of them aren't playing here in the second half, so we're going to have to see who's available here.
And again, in the second carry in a row by Siren, Sikorsky gains a nice hard yard, bringing up 4th down, 4th and 6 on the play. So the KORAH Colts taking over here and continuing their march, 4th and 6. Here we go. Handoff. Oh, it looks like he's going to roll out. He's going to keep it. He looks to throw, and the throw is beautifully made to number 81. 81.
Nice roll by Murdoch.
Our unnamed receiver.
It's 81 again.
Beautiful job to get to the sticks and move the markers. Nice job getting up in the air, climbing the ladder, and pulling it in.
Pass
a little overthrown, but 81 able to haul it in. So it's a shame that we don't have his number. So nice job by Zane Murdoch to deliver that ball. As Murdoch takes the snap, he hands off. Oh, it does the old crisscross, and 81 gets tripped up by his own player in the backfield.
And off 81 tripped up.
Back to original line of scrimmage, maybe a loss of 1 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down, I believe. 3:16 to go.
Time is ticking down here, Scotty. So, for a shot tonight, there's been some impressive play on both sides of the thing, but I think I got to give an honorable mention out to Jacob Day tonight. Doing everything, switchblade for KORAH, playing defense, playing offense, but I think it's time to time for the changes to be made, and we're going to see where he gets to next year for what position he's playing. But he's a great receiver. He plays corner, does it all. And I know when he gets to senior, I know my son, head coach of the White Pine Seniors, is going to be thrilled to have him up there playing for him. So
he looks like he's ready now. He's a prime-time player, and he's contributing on all sides, special teams as well. So nice job, Mr. Day. As Jackson Thornton takes the ball up the middle for the Colts, gain of a 1st down on the play inside or near the 20. Ball is inside again to Siren Sikorsky. So he does a nice job carrying the ball forward for a gain of about 3. 2nd and 7 on the play with J.D. Boyer making the stop. And again, these KORAH Colts continuing to march.
what number is he?
All right, so it looks like the Colts are taking over here, or leading, challenging the end zone here is number 4, drops out, throws to the flank. He's got number 36, completes the pass, but converged on quickly by the Wolverines.
With the reception.
Well, and I think we can give a honorable mention to number 85 for the KORAH coach, Greg Avery. I think he had a good game this evening as well. So
Grayson, yeah.
Grayson, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't have my glasses tonight. I did leave them in the truck by accident, so hats off to him. See, we're at the 105 mark. I think, Scotty, for me tonight, I got to give credit to somebody that you don't see a lot name flash, but player of the game for me tonight is Ethan Surratt. I've seen him come up throughout the rankings all year. He's been working hard, never gets credit, and he plays both sides of the ball, gets a lot of time in, and he had to fill in for some missing players. So hats off to him.
Nice completion for a touchdown into the end zone.
Beautiful concentration.
Number 25, Siren Sikorsky. So nice job for the Colts to capitalize on that one. And I would agree that Ethan Surratt, as your MVP for the White Pines Wolverine, is a great candidate. As a former defensive lineman, we don't always get the credit, but those guys are the guys in the trenches and working hard. And all season he's had a great run.
And for the KORAH coach, Scotty, you got to hand it off to the quarterback tonight. He managed the game well, threw some terrific balls. Zane Murdoch, athlete of the game for the KORAH coach.
So Zane Murdoch, your MVP player of the game for Team Essentials and for Wendy's.
Kick is up and good, and that was deflected.
Sault Ste. Marie. Honorable mention going to Gavin Avery and Grayson Avery, number
Ladies
7
and gentlemen,
for the KORAH Colts,
last
having a great game. And Grayson Avery, of course.
Congratulate the KORAH Colts.
Shout out to Brent and Trina.
Next Thursday at 7:30.
That brings the final 48-0. The end of the game. Colts
so we'd like to
advancing to the final
Marco Bernabucci
Thursday. Congratulations to both these teams.
But
on a great season.
We'd also like
best
to
of luck to the coach going forward.
And the White Pines
I'm Scott
Wolverines.
McPherson with
This
Coach
team
Ray
has shown more heart than any team in the league so far this year.
Again,
they never quit.
For the senior title,
Up
senior
against
semifinal tonight
all odds,
at
and they
7:30.
showed up every
Join
game.
us on Saultsports.com.